everyone, Amanda here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm here to share a final reveal of my projects using my Dorothy collection. The focus on this is on Dorothy, so I've got her on the front of here. Okay, so the first project that I made was this bookfold style card. No dies, we just did it. We just made it, and it's absolutely lovely, and it does fold fairly flat for postage. Okay, or you can just make a little box for it. I know postage is expensive, but you can always hand deliver cards whenever possible. And anyway, this will just sit on my shelf. I'm not giving it anybody. I love it. It's gorgeous. So just use some of the fussy cuts and the glitter paper, and there is a full tutorial on how we made that. It's very simple. Okay, then I went on and I wanted my journal this month to be a little bit like a child's storybook. Whether I've quite pulled it off, I'm not sure. But I also wanted to do a much smaller journal this month. So this is probably half the size of what I normally do. Okay, so this measures, it is only, it's a baby one. So the covers are 6 1/4 by 4 1/2, and we've got about a 2-inch spine. So it's much smaller. The pages are half the size what I normally do. But I just wanted a little handheld journal to put it in your bag or your purse. I mean, they call it pocket size. I don't know how big people's pockets are, but anyway, so I made it using recycled cardboard, which, do I like that? I feel like the corners here are a little bit like not as crisp as they are when I use chipboard, but it's a good way of making them. I used dog food boxes. So here's the back. I've got tutorials on how I made the cover, how I put everything together, sewing in the signatures, everything. Okay, the only thing I haven't done is shown the decorative process, because there's nothing groundbreaking in here. I just wanted it to be a fun little journal. So here I've used some of the border strips that are in the collection, and the fussy cuts. I put loads of glitter on the red sparkly shoes, or the ruby slippers, and in the poppies as well. I've closed it very simply with some seam binding, not seam binding, it's satin ribbon. Okay, and this image here is one of the journaling cards, and I did go in with some Inktense pencils, which are a little bit like watercolour, but they're not. They're ink, but once you activate them with water, it makes it permanent. So that looks like watercolour, but it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, it's not going to smudge, it's not going to react. Okay, we added a little bit of ribbon here and some buttons. Follow the yellow brick road. This is one of the little banners. It's just lovely. So let's just get inside. So I kept it quite simple. There's no amazing, you know, triple flip flat, pick a colour, pick a number kind of inserts. It's just decorative pages. I've not even really put any pockets in the front. I just decorated it with my fussy cuts. We've got 3 signatures. Okay, can't remember how many pages, and I printed all of the pages. Did I do them 2 to a page? I can't remember, but some of them are 2 to a page, and some I've just literally used the full-size pages and cut them down to what I wanted. So my pages measure, when folded, they're 4 by 5 1/2. No, 5 3/4. 4 by 5 3/4. Okay, I always make my covers bigger. So here's some of the lovely pages, and I've used the fussy cuts there. I've used fussy cuts to make a little tuck for this tag, just out of the collection, and I've added some bits of lace. I don't always do it in my journals, but I just felt like it in this one. So we've got these little lace tabs, and each one has a little button. Okay, and then on this page here, I've done some stenciling. So that's just a flower, but I've done it in red to make it look like poppies. And then this is a letter stencil to give it a book vibe. Okay, and then here I've added some lace. I've put a little charm there, some ribbon with a little ribbon clamp at the end, so I can do a little dangle. I was going to do it on loads of pages, but I got bored. I got bored of these clamps. I'm not a jewellery maker, so making these little things with little jump rings and little clamps, it's not for me. Oh, it's too time consuming. So here I've just dangled the Dorothy fussy cut off the edge of this short page. Okay, and then here I've just made a little pocket. That is a pocket with some leftovers, and we've got the lion and courage and more of that border strip or washi tape. So we've got lots of coffee and tea dyed pages in here, which I don't always do. Okay, I like to just use the digitals, but I just do sometimes like the feel of them. So they're all stenciled, and we've got little doilies, and yeah, so I've just kept the pages pretty simple because you know, I like them to be functional for writing. Then I had some leftover papers, so I just made some little envelopes with my envelope punch board, wrapped some ribbon around, trying to use up things that I've got in my craft room. Okay, so this is just some random ribbon and one of the fussy cuts. All right, more of that lovely stenciling. I'm really happy with how that turned out. It looks super pretty. And in each envelope, I've done one for each signature. I've got leftover fussy cuts in there. Okay, leftovers. All right, let's get through this a little bit quicker. But it's just a cute little decorative writing journal. Okay, nothing you don't. And you know, sometimes some of my projects are quite in depth, with, you know, folio elements and, you know, hybrid journals and fancy pockets and fancy inserts. And this month I just wanted to do straightforward pages because it just looks lovely. That page is really pretty. Okay, just a straightforward little journal. Okay, it does all fold flat, you can write in it. And then these are the journaling cards. I just added ribbon and buttons to those. They're all just cut out and used and just added with a paper clip, so that whoever gets this journal, not that anybody ever will because I will be hoarding it. Maybe might sell some at some point when I run out of space. You know, they can take it out, journal on the back, move it around, do what they like. Leftovers of grid paper there, just cut down. And here we've got more stenciling and more of this lovely lace. I very, very rarely do things where I've got things protruding at the bottom of my journal because I like them to sit neatly on a shelf. Okay, so I very rarely do it, but it is a pretty way of using up your leftover laces, especially on a smaller journal, and you don't need an awful lot of lace to decorate that page. There's just a belly band with a journaling card that I made out of the main pages, and it says, "You are invited to the Emerald Ball somewhere over the rainbow." I just think it's lovely. Some of the little pages, and again, just very simply made little belly bands, and then this acts as a stopper, and that journaling card just added some ribbon and buttons to the top. So I got the little buttons from AliExpress, absolutely, probably about 1,000 of them for not a lot of money, all different colours, and they're only little. I just stuck them on with hot glue. I'm not sewing. I'm not sewing stuff. More of the little fussy cuts and the little writing pages. So there's a lot of blank space, so that this journal is functional. There's another little envelope I made out of the paper that looks like yellow bricks. And again, that's got fussy cuts in. Dorothy here I've stuck either side because I often do my fussy cuts in my kit double-sided or mirror image, so that you can do that. Okay, and there's the centre page with one of the lovely collage pages. I just love this kit. I love it. Okay, I love it. And then here we've got the heart for the, who had the heart? Who asked for the heart? Was it the Tin Man? The Tin Man asked for the heart and the Scarecrow asked for brains. So there's the diploma. Okay, more journaling cards that I've made using original vintage images. Just about every image in this collection are from the public domain vintage images, and I've done some jiggery pokery with them. So the Dorothy's, the original images, the Scarecrow, the Lion, all of those are all the original vintage images. Okay, this is from the original book. Okay, look at that. The stenciling is just lovely. Such a simple idea. You don't need any skill level to do a bit of stenciling. Anybody can do it, and it just looks lovely. Have a look at your stencils. So I wanted poppies, so I've just chosen a generic flower and done it in red ink, and now it's a poppy. Okay. More of the lace there. I did do another ribbon there, and I've not added a dangle on that one because, like I say, I'm not good at it. Can't be good at everything. So that's the end. So it's only a little, but there's quite a lot of pages there. Can't remember how many pages there are. And I just thought that that was just something a little bit quicker to make than one of the larger journals. Certainly quicker to make than a hybrid journal. But, you know, the fun comes in the decorating. So those are my 2 projects using my Dorothy collection. I will link the playlist with the tutorials and the paper collection in the description box below if you fancy giving it a try. So that's this one finished. Now I need to get on with the next one. What will it be? You'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.